have a question. Yeah, I'm gonna go over everything, I'll take questions, so let's just get organized.
Whatever you know, walk us through the family background.
Just kind of tell me everything. You have to name
My dog my heart. I interviewed my dog.
It's okay to laugh.
That dog's in a lot of dogs. Continuity, so that's okay, everyone, let's start, please. Okay, so let's just, everyone take a breath, first of all. Okay, so the attendance sheet is going around. Hi. And a couple of things before we start. Make sure you sign the attendance sheet. Is everyone's partner here? No.
Okay, how many people have a missing partner? Okay, all right, so we'll give a couple minutes. Okay, first thing I want to do, before we do the interview, because I want to do that with, continuity. Next week is your first quiz, okay? So I want to do a review with you around what you should study for next week's quiz, okay? So next week, the first thing that we'll do in class is the quiz, and then we'll do some lecture around values and culture, and hopefully get to watch a DVD, okay? So, I'm going to tell you, give you a study guide. Yep.
Is the interview the only thing we're doing today?
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yes, but it'll take a while.
Okay.
Don't worry. It'll take a while. Yeah. Okay, so study guide, here we go, folks. Okay? Get your pen, get your paper, get some writing instrument. The first thing you need to do for the quiz next week is bring a pencil.
A number 2 pencil?
Any kind of pencil, as long as it's a pencil.
For next week?
Yep, bring a pencil for next week. A pencil. Okay, pencil. Okay, now I'm going to tell you exactly what I want you to study. And anything I tell you I want you to study is what I want you to study. If I don't tell you to study something, I don't want you to study it. Okay? So here we go. I want you to know the readings in Hatfield exactly as they appear on the syllabus.
I'm sorry.
Okay? So I want you to look at the syllabus, look at the pages on the syllabus that correspond to the Hatfield book, and that's what I want you to study from. Not the Lucas book. I want you to study and know the pages only as they appear, only the pages as they appear on your syllabus for Hatfield.
Is it different than it appears on the syllabus? Did you miss a class?
Nope,
No, it's the right thing
nope,
still?
we're going all the way up through values and culture.
Values and
Let me
culture.
see if I have it.
I have mine. No, they're short.
Okay, so to be most specific,
you're going to do Hatfield, introduction, pages 1 through 3. Let me say that again, because every semester I say this, and nobody studies the introduction, so that should be a big hint to you. Introduction, pages 1 through 3. Hatfield, chapter 3, pages 52-60.
Chapter 3.
Chapter 3, pages 52-60.
6-0.
60.
Okay, making sure.
Hatfield, chapter 4, pages 69-73.
Say that again, please.
Yep, Hatfield, chapter 4, pages 69-73. Okay? Nothing in the Lucas book.
So that's it.
Nothing in the Lucas book. And then, in terms of handouts, I want you to know the principles of interviewing handout that I gave you. I think it was probably the second week of class, but it says on the top of the handout, principles of interviewing. Okay? So the principles of interviewing handout. Somebody have it, or is it show and tell? All right, look at that. So show and tell, this is it. It says at the top, week 1, we really didn't get to it till like week 18. No. Okay?
Do you know if we maybe have another one since I wasn't in class yet?
I got it, yep.
Right, he gave you all the handouts. No, I don't have any with me, but maybe someone can share.
Okay, that's fine.
After class. I have to go down to the department, so I'll have to get it.
Oh, okay.
Actually, we'll have to borrow someone's book, so I don't have mine. Okay, so handout, principles of interviewing, okay? I want you to be familiar with this handout. Oh, sweet, okay. All right, Kelly, that's it.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Okay, the other handout that I want you to be familiar with is the handout I gave you on communication skills. Okay, that's, yep, right here. May I borrow that from show and tell? I love to organize you. I'm gonna get to that in a second. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Remember this handout? Okay, it's really just a review of the
Okay,
communication
open
skills.
questions, okay, I got it.
Does it say chapter 4 on the top?
Yes, it does.
It says chapter 4, the questioning, correct? Okay? I want you to be familiar with authenticity and attending skills. Attending skills and authenticity skills. I want you to be familiar with response to content and response to emotion. Open and closed-ended questions. Open and closed-ended questions.
Close.
Close-ended questions, remember those? They can be answered with a yes, no, or 1 or 2 words.
So open
So
it.
you're gonna look at your notes especially. So open and close-ended questions, remember I did that funnel on the board? My beautiful graphic. I want you to be familiar with the WH questions.
You say WH what?
WH questions, remember those? We talked about those when last we met, the WH questions. Or WH questions that we want to ask and when we don't. Those are the WH questions I'm referring to. In the Hatfield book, Hatfield's rule, and I talked about that in lecture, Hatfield's rule, and it's right in the book, if you didn't get it in your lecture notes when I said it. Hatfield's rule. In the book, the book talks about establishing trust,
setting boundaries, and the goals of the interview. I want you to be familiar with that. So establishing trust, setting boundaries, and the goals of the interview. That's right in the book. Okay, so nothing from the Lucas book, nothing from the Tarasoff One handout, nothing from the HIPAA handout, okay? Just what I've told you. So, obviously, the Hatfield book, the handouts, and obviously your notes from lectures as well, okay? So the quiz will be some true false that you'll do on a Scantron form. Probably a few fill in the blank, a few multiple choice, and a few very, very, very short answer. Okay? And I mix it up, you know, because some people do better at one type of question than another, so I try to mix it up to
So there's
address
like no
learning
big
styles.
essay?
No essays, no blue book, no nothing, no.
Alright, good. I like that.
No. Okay? All right, so bring a pencil.
I wouldn't want to see you test this.
What's that?
This is a quiz, I wouldn't want to see me test it.
Oh, if you saw the test I had taken psychology the other day, you died.
Yeah, no.
There was like 4 chapters, and one chapter I had like 40 pages of notes.
So obviously, I'm emphasizing the communication skills because that's what's important, okay? So communication skills, that's what's important. That's why I'm not having you look at Lucas and kind of, you know, have to memorize that specific content, because then you're just gonna spit it out. I'm looking for you to be able to identify communication skills and apply communication skills and all that good stuff, okay? So that's that. Okay, so next week, we'll start with the quiz. I'll also be collecting your interview self-analysis form that I passed out last week or whenever we last met, okay? So after this interview tonight, you're going to watch your videotape and you're going to complete that form. And you're going to give me that form next Monday. Then I'm gonna use that form when I do your grading, okay? All right, are we clear on that? So that's what I'll be collecting next week.
So next week is March 7 already?
Next week is already March 7th, yeah,
Oh my God.
yep,
Wow.
okay?
We're gonna take these home to look at them?
What? The tapes, yes, you're gonna take your tape home tonight, you're gonna watch it. If you don't have an old school VHS player, all of the classrooms here at the college have VHS players. You're free to use any classroom at any time, obviously, as long as it's empty, okay? Unless you want the class to review your video. Okay, so you're gonna watch your interview between now and next Monday night at 7 o'clock. Once you watch it with your closest family and friends, you're going to fill out that interview analysis form, okay? And I'm gonna collect that next Monday before we take the quiz, okay? Good to go? Okay. All right, let me just. Oh, of course.